Welcome to White River Buddhist Temple. Today is August 17th. This is our last service for the month of August. We will take a 2-week break and resume again in September. So just don't come to temple, the doors will be closed. Hopefully closed and locked. So we will start our service today and we hope you have the access to a white book nearby. We will sing our song out of this white book. So they're scattered all around. Please find one. So we will start our service today out of the purple service book. Our usual chant of Jusei Ge. You'll find it on page 23.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together and glass shore, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amma, Namo Amma. please once more put your palms together and God Shore, bow your head in contemplation and respect. As we say together once again, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo.
Well, those of you who are able, please rise. We will have a reading of the three treasures in our purple book on page 3. And then please remain standing for our Gatha or song, which will come out of the white book. Three treasures. Fortunate is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Rare is it to encounter the teachings of the Buddha. Now we hear it. If we do not seek the truth of the Dharma in this life, in what life shall we find it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in Buddha. May we all together absorb into ourselves the principle of the way to enlightenment and awaken within us the highest aspiration. I take refuge in Dharma. May we all together be submerged in the depth of the Dharma and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in Sangha. May we all together become units in true accord, in a life of harmony, in a spirit of universal brotherhood, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through ages of myriad of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful teaching. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Tathagata's teaching. Namo Edabats, Namo Edabats, Namo Edabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. And now we will have our Gatha or song. You'll find it in the white book. Aimi link in the golden chain. It's on page 72. Thank you. You may be seated. And thank you for the extra live musical accompaniment today. Live music is always greatly appreciated. Thank you. Now we will have a Dharma message from Reverend Cindy.
Can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in Gashor, bow your head in contemplation and respect? As we say together, Namo Amida Butsu, I take refuge in Amida Buddha. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Naps, Namo Naps. Well, hello everyone. I hope you all are doing well. I'm sorry, I'm sucking on the lozenge now again. I'm up and down with my pregnancy, so it's kind of have to manage it. But hopefully everyone, I know it was raining earlier this week, so hopefully you were able to be dry during that time, and when it started getting hot, that you were able to find somewhere cool, right? Please take care of yourself during this time. I know it's cooler right now, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna get hot. We're still in the middle of August, so please, please, please take care of yourself. So today, I wanted to sort of, at least in my opinion, connect what I talked about last week with Goen and Engi, and with the engaging with Dharma discussion we're going to have today. I know Roger has what he wants to talk about today, but I want to talk about it in regards to what I talked about last week. And so last week, really quickly, I talked about the words Goen and Engi. So the first word is, this one. It's called Goen. The first character right there is Go, the second one here is En, and it just means bond. Oh, thank you, Judy. I don't have to hold up my hand, but hopefully everyone is able to read these words. Thank you so much, Judy. Is this as high as it could go? Can it go high? And I'm only saying that because I don't know if the people in back could see it. Thank you so much, Judy. She's so much smarter than I am. Oh no. So this word Goen means bonds, and it's the bonds or the connections you make throughout your life. Technically, it's the mysterious connections you make throughout your life between people, right? It's the people that in your family, it's your friends. It is also the people you meet on the street, or the other people you meet in their respective cars. Right? You're still connected to these people, even though you don't know them. Most of the time, we think of bonds, we think of the people we know. But we have to remember that Goen is also the mysterious connections we make to people that we don't know also. So all these people who make up these connections in our lives. The second word. Oh, no, I'm just going to replace it like this. Yeah. Is Engi, the first character. I just moved the second character over. En is the word for bond. Engi means kind of to awaken or in a way a beginning, right? And so Engi is basically the continuous, infinite connections that are made from the way past, that are being made currently now, and that will affect things in the future. And so Engi is, and I took this example that someone from halfway across the world have impacted each and every one of our lives. And it may be because we ate a food that they harvested, or maybe they made a fabric on our clothes that we are wearing. Someone from across the world has impacted our lives and allows us to have a certain outcome. If I Sorry, all of this is basically made in Japan, okay? If for some reason I became a minister, I did not have these robes, one, I wouldn't be decent. Two, I wouldn't look like this. Right? And so I am grateful to those people who made these robes so that I can be here standing as a minister in front of you. These mysterious connections that have been made long ago, because these people have decided to be farmers, have decided to be, work in clothing, etc., that have impacted our lives. And so I wanted to talk about this in regards to the connections, the engaging with the Dharma that we're going to talk about later, which is looking at the past, present, and future, especially the present, and how it is important to look at the present. But first, we also have to look at the past. Right? And so what I was thinking the past 2 weeks, and I say this often, is my household, we watch NHK World all the time. And what was constantly on the past 2 weeks was the 80th anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima, of the bombing of Nagasaki, and of the 80th anniversary of the end of World War II. And so it made me think of this temple, because the people who established this temple, or at least the community, I should say, because the temple itself wasn't here when the community was established, was Japanese and Japanese Americans. They were the ones who decided to make these communities to come together. And so, if they didn't come together, would we be here at this moment? These connections that were made in that moment, would we be here today in this temple? Other possible connections, right? When we talk about World War II, if you didn't know, it was tradition for Japanese families, the Issei, the first generation, to send their children, the Nisei, or the second generation, back to Japan for education, meeting family. They would also work hands at the farms in Japan. So sometimes they were sent back because they needed help back in Japan on the farms. And so a little bit of my family history background. My grandparents on my mom's side were both those type of Japanese Americans. They were in Japan during World War II, but they were both Americans. Right? It's this phrase, what we call kibe, and I apologize, I didn't put it up, but ki means return, bei means America. And so eventually, right, they would be sent to Japan by their family, and then eventually they would come back to America and know how to run a farm or how to run a business, right, here in America. And that was the whole idea. But during the war, some of them got stuck in Japan. And then the other half, my dad's side of the family, as you all might already know, were interred in camps across the United States during World War II. And so you had two Japanese American families that were sometimes split during the war. But what is amazing is that there were people who were from this community originally before the war, who after the war came back to this area, not only to farm again, but to try to start new again. But most of the time, they didn't have land anymore. Most of the time, they didn't have their old businesses anymore. I know that's what happened with my father's family. They had a farm down in Southern California. When they came back, they had no land anymore. They had nothing, right? Because they could only take a certain amount of belongings.
which was nice when there were spaces where people would help hold some of the belongings of those who had to be sent to the camps. Again, what is so amazing is that these people decided to come back, decided to continue this community. Besides that hardship, come back, continue this community, continue to build this community. And what came out of it were these temples. There's a history board in the back that you could read, but there were 2 temples before this, and in 1964, this temple here was built. Because a community came back after a hardship, this temple is able to be here. And that is why every month during our monthly memorial services, our monthly Shosuke services that we have the first weekend of every month, we remember those community members. We don't list all of them anymore, but that is why I also add those that were not listed but still contributed to the temple and its community, because they were the ones who allow us to be here today. They allowed us to be here today. That is why every year in November we do our Eitaikyo perpetual memorial service. And it's perpetual chanting service. Technically we're supposed to chant the sutras all day long. But no one has time to do that all day long. And so, but that day, we remember every single community member who was a part of this temple. Who, again, we remember because they are the ones who allowed us to have this temple built, to have this center for us to gather. And so we remember them. Even the hardships that they all went through, they are the ones whose shoulders we stand on in this community. And so those are the bonds we have with those in the way past, especially here. And so it is easy for us to forget that these connections exist, which is fine. Again, we're all human. We don't remember everything 24/7. If I remembered where my keys were, I wouldn't lose them every day. But this is why Go-En, bonds we make, especially today that we're aware of, and the bonds that are continuously being made from the way past that we experience today and will continue on into the future, are also important for us to remember, because our lives itself does not occur without any other person. Right? We are not a person. We are not beings who cannot be influenced by those around us. And this is an important part of Buddhism, that we're so interconnected with those around us, that we can't help but be influenced by each other. So I would like you to think about this, and I assume this is not what Roger wanted to talk about later, so hopefully I'm not stepping on his shoes. But I look forward to listening to everyone's discussion later today, of those who would like to stay and discuss. But I thought this would be a nice thing for us to think about in the moment as we think about the past, present, and future after the service today. So can I ask everyone to please put your palms together in glasho or bow your head in contemplation and respect as we think upon these many bonds from the past, currently, in the present, and those that will be affected in the future. Namo Amida Butsu. 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 Namo Amida Butsu.
Thank you, Sensei, for your Dharma talk. I'm sure that will be a great introduction to the discussion later today. So, with those of you who are able, please rise. We will have, out of our purple book, we will have Dokusan 2. I keep forgetting the page, 152, 153. It's out there somewhere. One 53. Please turn to page 8 of your purple book, and we will have the daily creative Jodo Shinshu. Read along with me. Realizing enlightenment is assured and reciting the Nembutsu, I shall live my life cheerfully and positively. Understanding the oneness of life and cultivating self-reflection, I shall diligently attend to my life's tasks and gratitude. Recognizing the Dharma path, I shall help spread the teachings of the Buddha. Appreciating the Buddha Dharma, I shall respect and help others, working for the good of society. Namo Idabats, Namo Idabats, Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you. You may be seated. Let me put my magic spectacles on. Do we have anybody that would like to be introduced today? A first-time visitor or anyone like that? Yes.
I have some very good friends here, Aaron and Penny. They live in Puyallup, but this is their first time coming to service.
Welcome. Anyone else? Okay. Puyallup, that's wonderful because the state fair will be starting soon. And for those of you who think history is far away, it isn't. At the state fair is an exhibit about the incarceration of the Japanese people, because Japanese people were incarcerated there first before they were moved on. The government had to build the actual camps out of Minidoka, Tule Lake, Polston, all those places. So they just grabbed racetracks and fairgrounds and put people there. So there's an exhibit there that explains about the 7,000 people from the Northwest and all the way up to Alaska. They were moved down here, stored in the horse barns, ramshackle buildings. So if you're attending the fair, please come by the grandstand. You may see me there. I give little talks or lead people around. Anyway, enough of a commercial. So one more commercial. BWA is going to a musical. I posted the information on the back hallway bulletin board, October 12th. It's Wizard of Oz up at the Green River College. The Auburn Community Players will put that on. So October 12th, I think, is a Sunday, 2 o'clock. There are other performances, but that's the one I chose. If people want to get the information on how to buy tickets, we can meet here or meet up there and journey to the Emerald City. Although the Emerald City is also up there. I wonder why I came to Seattle. Anyway, more announcements, please. I don't mean to take up all the time here. Anyone? All right. If there are no,
Can I do it from here, George?
if you want to, sure.
So you don't have anything to do next Sunday. No service. At 1 o'clock at Kubota Garden in Seattle, there's going to be a concert, a free concert with 3 different taiko groups. Bring your chairs, bring your lunches, whatever you want to do, from 1 o'clock till 3. And if you've never been to Kubota Garden, it is not the Japanese garden on the north end, but just a few miles, north, not even a few miles, but north of Renton and the south end of Beacon Hill. It's gorgeous, all kinds of trails, but the music will be sublime.
Good morning. I would like everybody to take a look at the flowers that are on the Oneigine. They came from our garden, and it's the handiwork of Vivian, Janice, and Catherine, who take care of our garden. And they're beautiful, and if we didn't have them taking care of our garden, we would not have all these beautiful flowers. So thank you, ladies, for doing all the work.
We are having engaging the Dharma after service, and I don't know who made them, but I mean, it might be worth staying because somebody made some great looking muffins back there. Other than that, the topic of conversation, I don't know, but muffins would be worth it.
And there are, just before we come back, there is the yoga retreat on the Saturday before services start again on September the 6th. Is there still room, or we've all full? Does anyone know?
It's full right now, but there's registered and there's a wait list.
Okay, well, a whole day for $25, what can you want? They even give you food and feed you. And it's chair yoga. You don't have to, I don't think you need to get down on the floor. Oh, hello, little one. You want to go to yoga? Oh, they're pretty little. Last call, anyone else? So we have, never follow an Animal Act, but I'm going to do it anyway. A little tug to my friends who can't be here today. Again, reminder, we don't have service until September 7th, but as Joe said, there's something happening in Kubota Gardens, and we have our yoga retreat. And fall fundraiser, just keep that in mind. All those of you who worked at Bonadori, it's appreciated. We can use you. You can enjoy your help again at our fall fundraiser in October. So, the closing words, if you know them, say them along with me, otherwise I'll let you have them. My life is not only my life, but also the life of others' sacrifices, kindness, thoughtfulness, and patience. I am grateful. Namo Idavits. Namo Idavits. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Thank you for attending, and enjoy the discussion, if you will, and the muffins. There's coffee and beverages. And we will see you the next time we see you. Take care.